There we go. How's it going, Dine? Gonna post on Twitter that my stream is starting. Ooh, damn. That's the wrong throw. What if he teched it? And all this this fake news about Plus R being on PS4. It's like teasing us. So here's what's going on, right? So it's Plus R, or Guilty Gear is coming out with the Guilty Gear 20th Anniversary Edition, which the hard copy box set is coming out for Switch, and the but they're also going to be released on Switch with individual downloads. The PS4 is also getting individual downloads, but only for Guilty Gear: The Missing Link. Yeah, only the Missing Link. Yes, as in the PS1 Guilty Gear. That one is going to be available for digital download. Yeah. Guilty Gear: The Missing Link is the first Guilty Gear. Yeah, not by your side G Gear, Guilty Gear Zex. But yeah, so Missing Link is coming for PS4, but Plus R is not coming for PS4. I mean, I'll get the Switch version regardless. If it comes out on, if Plus R comes out on PS4 and Switch, I'm getting it for both PS4 and Switch. If it comes out just for the Switch, I'll get it on Switch. If we end up running tournaments for it on Switch, I might get more than one Switch. But I do not want that to happen. Yeah, it's kind of a pain. I mean, if we got, if it Plus R was for PS4, I'd probably get a second PS4. And I'd still buy it for Switch. I can practice it on the go, you know, it's like getting it for Vita. Yeah, Switch online with wireless, exactly. Yeah, I plan on holding a Guilty Gear: The Missing Link tournament at EVO. Guilty Gear 1. The one that came out before Guilty Gear Zex. It's Guilty Gear Zex. There you go. So you guys gonna go to Salty on March 1st? Yeah. So tomorrow at Super Arcade, they're doing Super Rhythm Fighter.
Not often.
Yeah, the Poppin' Music is free to play. And so is DDR, and any other music games they've got, which I think are those two. It's just the name of their event. So it's from 12 noon to 12 midnight. It's $10, and you get free play on all those games the whole day. Yeah, I work tomorrow, but I'll be there for the tournament. Potemkin Buster! No, he says it in English. Potemkin Buster!
Sounds like English, does it?
That star, man. Yeah, Diane, it'd be great if you could make it this next Salty. I'm actually gonna be running a Kumite on March 1st at Salty. If you're waking up near him and he's got 50% meter, he's gonna attack high so he can do that combo. But block high. Block high. Yep. Coconut. Coconut. It feels weird when like fighting games are translated into English, because like then they start saying English words instead of it being like just, you know, like sounding like it's a proper noun. It sounds like it's a real move. Like, what if every time you did a hurricane kick with Ken, you would say hurricane kick? Like that's kind of dumb, right? It's like that's not cool. But instead he goes, yeah. I'd want some bun cake. Vapor thrusto. So Diane, I don't know if you saw in the Guilty Gear Discord, but we were talking about a really awesome idea. Original idea, do not steal. Where, you know how, like, it's very hard to memorize long lists of things? Like, for example, all of the elements of the periodic table of elements. Unless it's been, like, changed into a bunch of cute anime girls in a list. So, like, you know, if you want to know all of the World War II planes or something like that, like, oh, you know, I can watch Strike Witches and learn all the World War II planes. Or if you need to know, like, all these famous military boats, you can watch Kantai Collection. Like, that's what those are for, right? To teach you? Well...
The new age.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, man, I'm having such a hard time learning, you know, all the periodic tables. Well, let's make an anime full of cute girls where each girl represents one of the table of the periodic, or one of the elements of the periodic table of elements. Well, we were talking about how it's difficult to learn all the presidents of the United States. So we came up with this anime / gacha game called it's called the Ultra Space Academy, or USA for short. That's the school that they're at, and it's called President Chan. So all of the U.S. presidents are cute anime girls that are part of this academy. It's an all-girls academy, but you, for some reason, as the male protagonist, got invited, and it was some like paperwork problem, so they're just gonna leave it as is. And so, you know, you have to go and you learn in all these presidents. So you get to meet like Abraham Lincoln Chan and George Washington Chan.
Obama Chan.
Yeah, Barack Obama Chan, exactly. Yeah. So we're coming up with like all these scenarios and like what they look like, and all that kind of stuff, and you know, they're all like trying to be voted in as school president. Yeah, now all we need, because there's 45 presidents, now all we need are 45 different pieces of commission artwork from an Arrow manga artist, and we've got this going. Like, can you draw George Washington, but as a cute anime girl? It is genius. It's $1 million idea. Do not steal. They have one for everything, and if I'm going to learn something, I have to have cute anime girls in a list, alright? Like your organs in your body, right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But that's like...
They have, if you're trying to learn all the different type of guns, make and models, they have Girls Frontline. Right? I mean, weren't they working on one where it's like, I don't know what cars are, so they have all the different cars as girls? Right? Watch what? Italia? No. No, none of them would have beards. They're cute anime girls, okay? Oh. Well, there's only one guy that we were planning on being in the series besides the protagonist. And that would be Benjamin Franklin, because Benjamin Franklin was never president. He's just, you know, a founding father. So he'd be like the old perverted man principal who was always trying to like steal the girls' panties and stuff. Yeah. Like, oh, Thomas Jefferson Chan, let me help you with that. Yeah, kind of thing. So that's the plan. Just need to put this into motion and make an anime out of it. And then we'll sell a gacha series and charge people $200 to do roles that they're gonna fail. We'll make hundreds of millions of dollars. It's like, oh, you want the super rare SSR George Washington Chan?
Summer outfit.
What, yeah, the summer outfit George Washington Chan? Well, you better roll on that gacha, and you have an average chance of winning once every 800 times. But they'll pay it because they want George Washington Chan. So here's the thing, right? So we came up with personalities for a lot of them, right? So like George Washington Chan would have like that eye patch for no reason. Like she's just wearing an eye patch because she's kind of like brutal because she was a general. William Taft Chan will be, yeah, she'll be like, you know, that thick hot girl, right? Calvin Coolidge Chan will be like the sleepy moe girl. Like, oh, I didn't get enough sleep last night. She's like always falling asleep in class and stuff like that. Yeah. Bill Clinton Chan will always be like trying to flirt with the protagonist and trying to get in his pants. And then it's like, you know, all these ones where it's like, I have no clue which president this is. You've never heard of them. Like, was it Millard Bullard or something like that, Chan? Like, Andrew Jackson is like Andrew Jackson Chan, sorry. Andrew Jackson Chan is gonna be like one of like, she's like racist to all sorts of stuff. And yeah, Thomas Jefferson Chan will be racist, but it's more like she just has like jungle fever or something like that, you know? She's always trying to hit on Barack Obama Chan. But all these presidents that like people have no clue who they are, you can just come up with any sort of backstory because nobody will even know you're right. So like I said, Millard Bullard or whatever the hell, 13th president that one was, he could be like a ninja, or sorry, she can be like a ninja, and like everyone would go like, oh, I didn't know that the 13th president was actually a ninja, you know, because you didn't know anything about those presidents. I think it's a brilliant idea. And what was the one? Grover Cleveland, I think. So Grover Cleveland Chan is actually going to be twins, because, as we all know, there's 45 presidents. Oh, Richard Nixon Chan's gonna be great. But there's 45 U.S. presidents, right? But Grover Cleveland was president number 22 and number 24. It's like was president for one term, was not president the next term, and then was president again. So we can't just say there's 44 girls that are the 45 presidents. That doesn't make sense. So Grover Cleveland Chan is really going to be twins. Oh, Donald Trump Chan is going to totally wear a MAGA hat. Yeah, absolutely. She'll be like a beauty pageant person. Like one of those bitchy girls who's like trying to be like winning a popularity contest. They're like working for her, like, let me do this. It's like, no, you're fired. It's like, no, right? That'll be Donald Trump Chan. Yeah. I think this is a great idea. I'm all on board. Everybody's gonna be fighting over like, oh, my Abraham Lincoln Chan can beat your George Washington Chan. Great. The key thing is don't change any of the names at all. Just put Chan at the end of it, and that's perfect. You know, it's like, oh man, John F. Kennedy Chan is so hot, right? Like that kind of thing. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Richard Nixon Chan's gonna be awesome too. Gameplay? You roll random attacks and just, it doesn't matter. Well, I was thinking we could either do like an anime or manga.
Oh, okay.
You know, like Nagima kind of thing, right? Or we could do just like you know, Girls Frontline or FGO, where it's just. I mean, Fate Go has story. It actually has pretty good story. Well, I don't know about. Of course, it's Nasu, therefore it has a good story. But Fate Go actually has a good story. I mean, I wouldn't be playing it now if it didn't have a good story. So it needs, really, a gacha game needs one of two things in order for it to, for people to play it. It needs either a good, compelling story, or it needs Skathatch. One of those two. If it's got one, you're good. Like hundreds of millions of dollars. Hillary Clinton-kun? Yeah. Well, we might like once you've already maxed out those ones, you gotta keep expanding and adding more people, right? So we might do like, you know, like other world leaders at the time, right? Like we could have you know, like Margaret Thatcher-kun, or you know, these other ones too. I don't know. I don't know all these world leaders because there isn't already an anime with all of these cute anime girls in it, so therefore I haven't memorized it. All right. Italia. Is it similar to that? Is it similar to that? Like Strike Witches? Oh, okay. With the U.S. presidents?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, it's like Koihime Enbu kind of thing, right? It's like I need to know all these famous Chinese heroes, but I don't have the attention span for anything that's not cute anime girls. Yeah, anybody who is like running for president also, you know, like those, they'd be like secondary, they'd come in later on. Like, oh man, it's John McCain-chan. You know, like all those failed like election presidents that didn't go through. Bernie Sanders Chan. Here we go. Yeah, it's a great idea. I love it already. Yeah, the vice presidents would be. Yeah. It'd be a little awkward because you'd have George H.W. Bush Chan and George W. Bush Chan in the same game. And be like mother and daughter. Yeah. It's like Mordred and and Saber. Except that's awkward because Mordred always calls Saber dad. Like, that's weird. Yeah, then we have like swimsuit events and stuff like that. I think this is brilliant. I flicked something, yeah. Nice, yeah, I saw.
No, also,
Yeah, you just press the D button, right, while you're holding it.
actually, no.
Yeah, I remember I was fighting Mike Z in tournament once, and I was like trying to be super aware of everything, and I started attacking, and he did what's it called? Gauntlet Hades? That's the force break? Gauntlet Hades? No? Is that like a Blaze Blue reference? I don't know these names. He did big punch force break move, and I was looking for it, so I instantly saw it, so I Roman canceled it. I'm like, ha, he's gonna hit me, I'm gonna block it, I'm gonna fucking punish him. This is gonna be awesome. I actually finally read it. And as soon as I force break, he cancels it and throws me. It's like, motherfucker, I forgot you could cancel that move. This is great. It was like 4 Yomi layers. No, I don't think he's coming tonight. Yeah. Yeah. So nostalgic. Who would be an SSR rank in President Chan? You have to look at the list. Well, we already know like the major ones, right? Like George Washington Chan, Abraham Lincoln Chan.
What the ones in the Greek?
Oh, like
Yeah.
like Herbert Hoover Chan.
Yeah.
And well, Woodrow Wilson Chan was before the Great Depression. She was the president during World War I. But let's see here. Great Depression. Yeah, I know Herbert Hoover Chan. What else? Who else? Let's see here. Harry S. Truman Chan was during World War II. Theodore Roosevelt Chan was before Herbert Hoover Chan. But Theodore Roosevelt Chan could be an SSR. I think mostly like not necessarily how like good they were as a president, but just more like how popular they were as a president. Because you're trying to make money by selling rare SSRs, not really by like making a good game. So we'd want it to be like, what are the president Chans that they really want, right? So people would want, yeah, Abraham Lincoln Chan.
I'm just trying to look for that one color.
It's shadow color. When you choose that, you get infinite tension. So yeah, so Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, probably Teddy Roosevelt, John F. Kennedy Chan. I'd say those at least. And of course, everybody wants the current president and the previous president. So both Barack Obama Chan and Donald Trump Chan would be SSR. Not George Washington or George Washington Chan or George Bush Chan. And then you have to have alter versions of the popular SSR characters too. It's like evil George Washington Chan. And then there's a Christmas season, so a Christmas George Washington Chan, all that kind of stuff.
Well, vice versa.
we could do vice presidents soon, but they kind of have to come after most of the presidents. I mean, there are only 45 presidents. What was that? Yeah, yeah. But like a lot of the World War II ones too, like World War II era ones, like from other schools is what they'd be from. Like Mussolini-chan and the... And they all have to fight against Adolf Hitler-chan. That's yeah, the final boss. Adolf Hitler-chan. Ooh, that air tech! Ooh. Oh, if you didn't even do the force break, it would have hit. Would have done the second hit on that. The flippy swordy move. See, but then some of the vice presidents would end up becoming presidents, right? Like Jimmy Carter-chan. Yeah. It's all about knowing combo theory. Because if all you know is from start to finish, you're not going to be able to do it halfway through. Yep. So do a 2 out of 3 and I'll hop in.
I'm looking for the iron color.
Oh, yeah.
This guy with orange hair.
What do you think of this whole idea, Juno? It's good? Yeah. I think it'd make a lot of money selling on mobile phones. I just like the concept of old pervert Benjamin Franklin doing all that, because that was one thing like people talked about a lot about Benjamin Franklin like back in the day, was that he did all this like you know founding father stuff, but he was also like constantly like sleeping with prostitutes. Like Benjamin Franklin was not a wholesome man. I was talking about how Benjamin Franklin was well known to have sex with prostitutes.
Really?
Yeah. No, yeah, really.
I didn't learn that in history class.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like total womanizer kind of guy. Yeah. You know that?
Where did you learn this?
In school? Yeah. No, really.
Well, I mean, it's just like, it's just a little bit funny. You learn that in school. It's like, was yours like an AP class or normal class? Or
Normal class?
So, yeah,
It might have been CP class,
mine
but
was like an AP class, and like we didn't even get into that.
I think I learned that in middle school. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's common knowledge.
To be fair, like if it didn't really like involve like guns and stuff, we didn't really learn that much about it in my U.S. history class.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if there wasn't a gun or blood or battle, like my teacher just kind of glazed over it.
I mean,
It's like,
you don't
it's
want
not
to
that
just like
important.
gossip about these 250-year-old men. But so we were also talking about the idea of President Chan.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about it?
Yeah, you should work out the framework and get a patent for it before they actually go and make an anime of it.
Trademark it. Well, we'll sell a gacha game and make millions of dollars on it.
You could totally do that.
Like, oh, you know, you get a bonus because right now, if you roll at this time and pay $20 per roll, you could win a George Washington Chan at a rate of 0.002%. I think it's brilliant. Everybody wants that George Washington.
No. It's normally that percent.
Low, yeah.
But you'll raise it to 0.002%.
There we go. Yeah, that's exactly how it is.
For limited time.
Yeah. I remember. So in the newest drop, like the newest event they had, they were selling a limited time servant and fake go, and it got normally a bonus of what was it 0.8%, I think was what the rate was. And the way they're selling these stupid crystals is you get like 50 rolls is like $80 or something stupidly ridiculous. One roll is $33.
Like I'm playing this RPG where you can buy servants to like help you out, but like if you accomplish tasks in the RPG, you get like free crystals. And like they had like a temporary thing going on where like I guess certain characters had like a higher chance of like dropping.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's ridiculous like how much like they're charging if you actually like purchase it. It's like
crazy.
It's just way easier to like go out and like kill 100 of this particular type of enemy.
Yeah, but they're making the game for whales, so that's why. Whales are the term for people who spend hundreds of dollars on these games. Yeah. Right? Whales are the ones the big market for this game.
What's wrong with helping the whales?
I know. Sometimes, you know, they do other things besides just eat krill, okay? But yeah, so then we'd have like alternative versions of the characters, like George Washington Alter, like evil version. George Washington Chan Alter. And they come up with like all these names. Like, so we call.
It's just an excuse to have a cute outfit.
Yes. Exactly. Well, she'd have a different personality. She'd be like evil George Washington. That's what they have in Fate Go. Because they have like Joan of Arc is one of the servants, and they have like an evil Joan of Arc called Joan of Arc Alter. And so like the code name everybody calls her is Jalter, right? Like that kind of thing. They have to come up with these names, but all the names I would use would be the full name with Chan at the end. It has to be exactly that. You know, we're talking, you know, Richard Nixon Chan and Bill Clinton Chan, Ulysses S. Grant Chan. That's one, yeah. And Donald Trump Chan to be like that bitchy girl in high school who like has all these subordinates and like is like, you know, really popular. All the kids, like all the groups or stuff like that. She'd have that stupid evil laugh like Karin has. That'd be Donald Trump Chan.
You can make her sort of like Paris Hilton.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You have events every now and then, like, oh, here's Civil War. Everybody chooses a side.
I want to say something, but it would be political.
Okay, yeah. But just like I said, have to be the full names, like Franklin Delano Roosevelt Chan. You know, like just exactly like that.
Well, actually, I guess no, it might not be political. Like way older presidents, I would say, like old Republicans. Probably would be more on like
Abraham
the South
Lincoln.
Side. Yeah, well.
Because Abraham Lincoln was Republican.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I would say like a majority of like the older Republicans would probably tend to be more like on like the South Side. If you had to like just a broad sort of guess, like they might have more sympathies like toward them than you might expect. Because actually, if you look at Abraham Lincoln from like a presidentiary point of view, like he might be more sympathetic. That's part of the reason why when he did emancipate the slaves, it was somewhat surprising for him to do it. It was more like it seems to be more like from the humanitarian reasons and. Because such a large population, wanted it, not because of what his political stance was at the time. But it's only more like in recent years that you see it's the Democrats are like now, or you only see it now again. Oh, I'm sorry. Way back then, it would be the Democrats were the ones that were probably like really like embedded in the South.
Back in the mid 1800s.
Yeah, and back in the 1800s.
It was the Democrats.
That's what I meant, not the Republicans. But nowadays, you see
things
the
are just totally different
Republicans
now. I
in
mean,
the
it's
South.
150 years later.
Yeah,
So yeah.
it's just funny how this flip flop. It's like, but not even like 150 years ago. Like if you look like 50 years ago, like a lot of the core values. Like they flip flopped.
All right, I'm getting there.
It's just so weird. So it's like if you did have like something like that, it's like I wonder how you would divvy up the lines. Because like around like the because like around the 80s is when
It's like, all right, guys, it's the Federalists versus the Anti-Federalists.
yeah, because like around the 80s is like when what made a Republican, what made a Democrat sort of like
And
flip
then
flop.
by the time it's done, not only would you know all the presidents, you know all of them in order. Have it memorized.
I used to have a song
You wouldn't know what they look like,
memorized.
That's
Well,
for-
you
that's
could
in
give,
the future, that's what history class is going to be.
You could give George Washington dentures. George Washington.
No, George Washington Chan would have an eye patch. Because you got to have an anime girl with an eye patch, so that should be George Washington. But yeah, I think we got like 12 viewers, and they're all listening to us talk about Lyndon B. Johnson Chan and stuff.
Well, she could have. Well, how about a fake eye instead of fake teeth?
No, so yeah, so it's.
It could
no.
be like
So how it's supposed to work is all the girls that actually have eye patches have a completely working eye underneath that eye patch. They just wear it. Because at the end of the anime, they like take their eye patch off and you realize it's just like a normal eye or like it's a eye or something like that. They were hiding the power behind the eye.
That's what I'm saying. Give George Washington Chan like a cybernetic eye or something.
It is in space. It's the Ultra Space Academy.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Give her a cybernetic eye. You still have a chance, both of you. Those signs sometimes they're just like really funny.
Yeah, what's with like Johnny? Why does he have like a ship with like all these?
Because it was May's ship, I believe.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not? It was Johnny's ship and then May came to...
No, it is. Because they're like
Or I'm sorry, it was Johnny's ship and then Mega just came there. Well, why does Johnny have a ship full of just like all these little girls?
I never actually played this.
It doesn't explain the story.
Okay.
There is an explanation, but it doesn't explain the story. So essentially, it's full of the jellyfish pirates, right? Jellyfish pirates are their own entity. Johnny is the captain of the jellyfish pirates. So if you know how pirating works, is you recruit a bunch of people, and then they join on their own will. Kind of people are looking to join pirates. So all the ones that join are like
All runaways.
yes, sort of. Like some of them, if it's like Johnny's adopted them kind of thing. Like that's what happened with May. Like May is an orphan. Johnny's kind of just helping them. A lot of it's just like they themselves, jellyfish pirates, are gonna not like in the second one.
Well, yeah, I know.
Hate it.
Yeah, right.
Do so well.
I mean, it does say love Johnny. I mean, a few of them might have crushes or something.
Well, those ones in the back are not the jellyfish. Those are all just like guest characters.
They're just dressed up like the
If you want to see
jellyfish
the full
pirates.
jellyfish pirates in this team, do Mason's info. Also, if you watch play Guilty Gear Isuka, all the girls in the background of that stage, the main ship stage, that one, are all the jellyfish.
What anime is this? This one, in the background.
What's the question?
The characters in the background.
Oh, I have no clue.
They're from an anime.
Yeah. I don't know what anime they're from, but they look familiar. And like I've been trying to figure it out, but nobody seems to know.
Is there already 1-0?
1-0?
Yeah, the score.
Yeah, I'm watching the first game.
Make a miracle! Like that.
So if you do the one that turns you blue, the dark cancel, that like always counter hit or something?
No, the blue one, it's, yellow is always, counter hit. Blue makes it so the next hit I do is going to be unblocked.
Oh, okay.
You know, I almost think it would be something fun to like start a campaign going to get like anime pictures of like cute female versions of the presidents, especially of Donald Trump, and like get these sent to Donald Trump, the ones of Trump, because I would think that would like maybe like get on his nerves. I just think that would be funny.
They kind of already did it though. But not as a game, but there was I think there was one like Russian girl who was like, he's like, works in the military or something in Russia. I don't know her position, get it, but they already made her into an anime. I don't know, Dine might know.
Well, there's a handful of like actual people who have held like real positions in military and the government that have been in cartoon and animation.
Well, they just thought she was like really cute. So when like a lot of people in Japan thought she was good, turned her into an anime. There's like a lot of fan art.
And you're sure it's like an actual living Russian military person?
Yeah, her name's like Natasha something. She's blonde, she kind of looks like some. Probably why they turned her into.
That's a far cry from like all of the U.S. presidents.
I locked Slash.
So what?
It sounds a far cry from like all of the U.S. presidents. Does that mean you could like take some of the wives and like make them into males, or like could you incorporate a few of the fun wives too?
Depending on the wife.
Have you ever seen Hetalia?
Huh?
Hetalia?
Italia?
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's kind of like what they were describing before, but it's called Hetalia Access Powers. By
Oh no, I've heard of it.
Funimation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that, but with like just like United Nations and USA and China and everything.
Yeah.
Except they're all like cute guys instead of cute.
Yeah.
I watched that. I don't know why.
You did.
I don't know, I thought some parts were kind of funny.
Isn't it like yaoi?
Not really.
I heard in an
It
interview
seems
that,
like yaoi rom-com.
I heard in an interview that Mori, where they designed Ragna and Jin in Blaze Blue to be pretty boys, specifically they found more women.
Not really?
Yeah.
I think that's you guys can do like 3 or 4 matches and stuff like.
Well, it worked for like Excel. She likes like I know she appreciates the way that like the guys look in Blaze Blue.
I don't even know if I like any character. Oh no, I like Hazama. I think Hazama's cool. Most fucking annoying character in that game has to be like Arakuni.
At least that one, for sure.
I don't know how he is now, but I only played it the first version.
Still BS, yeah.
Yeah, where you only have to get one curse. You ever play Blaze Blue?
Yeah, yeah, I've played Blue.
You know what I'm talking about then, right?
Yeah.
Character's annoying.
Yeah, no, the whole thing between like Arakune and Arakune and and shit, I can't. Her name's off the tip of my tongue. And Faye, Lychee Failing. Yeah, I was gonna say Failing. Lychee Failing. Like what happened between.
Oh, Gamer
like,
gonna have a.
It's so heartbreaking.
Retro. Go in chat. We haven't scared you away with all this talk about President Chan.
Do you know much about like the story of Blaze Blue?
No, not at all.
So, Aracune and Lychee Failing, they used to be husband and wife before, what happened was Aracune, I guess he discovered, like, essentially, like, the Azure, and that essentially, like, the power just drove him completely insane, and that's actually what, like, actually made him lose his form and become a monster.
Oh, okay.
And then he went into like this subterranean area, like of subterranean parts of the city, the ghetto parts and like the sewers. And Lychee, she would continuously like go down there to and hold out like someday that maybe she could like figure out a way to fix him. But she still loved him.
Aracune was just like some like dead person or dead thing. He looks like one
Well,
of those,
he sort of is kind of dead, but he's
Like-
kind of still alive.
like some kind of goat.
He's felt like it's, I don't know, he's kind of like, he's just like lost his, he's like, it's not really explained, he's just like lost his form. They don't really explain exactly what happened, it's just that like he held the Azure and it just,
Fixation.
Oh, there we go. Look at it.
and that caused him to lose his form and mind. Was like how it was explained.
What about Tager?
Tager?
He's a servant of Kokonoe.
Yeah. Kokonoe is like his kind of like his partner, but she also does like repairs and stuff on him.
Oh, he's like a cyborg?
Yeah. Yeah. And Kokonoe, she was the daughter of, wasn't she the daughter of Jubei and somebody else?
Yeah.
Jubei 9.
またいつでもお相手します。Please select your character.
I'm not like completely on top of my history.
It's
力眼じゃないよ。
it's complicated.
Yeah. Yeah. It is extremely complicated. Make Bill Clinton. Oh, make Hillary Clinton, man. That was a while ago that somebody said that. think that would fit their personalities a lot better.
I want to.
Whatever actual move they ever use in it. I feel like that.
Like, I saw people before. You get it at first season.
It's like it's kind of easy to block.
It is. I use it. See, I know.
Instant overhead. Is that tomorrow's B-side? I don't know if I'm gonna go that way. They have a lot of good. I don't think I would compete. They're doing that Neo Geo war. They have that shitty.
Was it qualifiers?
They have that shitty button setup thing again.
Straight up, what is it?
Dude, last two times I went, they had this shit set up, and then the one I went to, the guy changed from 2 out of 3 double win, changed it to single round single, because he couldn't handle fucking running the tournament. He just wanted to speed it up.
Wow.
So yeah, it was really annoying because like we paid money to go there, and the guy just fucking changes it.
Really lame. I mean, if
Why are you gonna run the?
Ask for. I know. Why? You know, like run the tournament if you can't do it. You know, and if you need help, just ask for fucking help. Well, I'm gonna be going to the Super tomorrow, doing some music.
Oh yeah, yeah. Can you get out of it? So if he does the meaty projectile and runs up and does dust, can you like get out of that?
That dust isn't a block roll. Fine.
Oh shit. I forgot.
Yeah,
I thought it was just...
there are moves like that that are blocked with like for example, Ava has one. Ava has like both a projectile and a head that has a long charge, but you can
Oh, you
Okay.
tried to throw the burst.
Oh,
Don't get you guys trying to throw burst.
damn.
No timeout. Timeouts for cheap losers. You're trying to do that. I don't know what you're talking about. I was trying to kill you. Being you to come to me.
力がんじゃないよ Duo Let's rock
You're asking why you don't know why we can't throw bursts.
Yeah, you guys,
Because fuck, that's why.
weird guys
Cool,
trying to
being
throw
fucked. It's so awesome. Like, dude, I just fucking your burst. Like right there, I almost did, but he didn't burst.
Yeah, that's awesome. Baiting the burst and getting a full punish.
Why do that when you can fully punish their soul?
Well, I don't know. Joke's on you. I don't have it. It's always...
Oh, nice. Oh, dear. Joke's on you, I sold my soul on eBay for 50 cents. And yes, I know it's against the terms of service. Ride the line. Hey, thanks for follow. Really appreciate it. Oh, sub! Nice. Yeah, here comes Daredevil's to follow all the way. Thanks, barely here. Really appreciate the sub. Thanks, Winnie Man. You know, I get access to the Viking facepalm emotes.
Alright, I'll get next.
Usoge?
Please select your character
You know, those Twitch Primes count, man. You get one a month, might as well use it on me. Appreciate it.
Duo Let's rock
Everyone like gets scared out.
Maybe because the anime is interesting.
Not even Jason.
And the myth, the legend. Jason.
That. I gotta mess around with Cox 6A more. 6A. 6A. Or 6P. So.
This is some anime reboot game.
Because just like go anti-air and get a combo. And I didn't check the hitbox, but like his upper body like goes away or gets smaller or something.
This looks like weeaboo to you.
Yes. Yeah, I said that like 2 rounds. Alright, so there's
Heaven or hell. Duel. Let's rock.
Wow. Do the burst right before my face. Resever right. Oh. Wow. Match opener resever. Right before
Please select your character.
this.
Heaven or hell. Duel. Let's rock.
Those projectiles. Skipped it. Has no burst. Uh-oh. No burst time. Party time. Oh shit. Wow.
I just get slow.
Well, I didn't think the second hit would hit. I was like, Roman, cancel that. Be safe. I wonder why.
You guys just gonna spam hammer fall on me.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, at least you got like, okay, always spamming Hammerfall, just 5H, right? I've been learning.
Sun Dipper and 2D does not.
What do you need to do? I've been learning. You need to do for me, 6P. Great against him. Yeah, spam Hammerfall.
Please select your
This didn't work. Every time you try it. Like, oh, let me toss me back. Oh, Hammerfall right through it.
Well, it's like he's just undippering like at points, so. Not smart.
力がんじゃないよ Duo Let's rock よーしどこ見てんだいよーなめてんじゃないよ
Alright.
What did he do? Just do H all day? Or the force break bubble? He likes to do that mostly.
I did really well against round 1.
Okay, then.
And I think what I did was I showed like all of my best stuff in round 1, going like really hard to win. And so he's just really good.
Well, he barely fights the Viking. I would just do like basic high stuff, but when you're in the corner, it's like you're...
Is Nostalgic snapping into a Slim Jim? Yes, he is. You changed the name on stream. Reminding me, Wendy.
We're not supposed to talk about politics. You guys talking about President Shins.
That's not politics, okay? That's two anime waifus. It's school politics. If it, like, who's gonna be voted class president? I don't know if you heard the whole concept of President Chan, Indie Man, but we would be happy to repeat it.
happy like I don't get hit by that super.
Big injury?
No, yours.
Oh
I just wait and I just reset it.
yeah. It jumped to not get hit by that.
Yeah, because I always like in the
Yeah, it
corner,
falls.
I would like stun dip. I saw like when Mike fought PS, he would do that and always block us.
Yeah.
You gotta do that in the
And that matchup really sucked.
That's, yeah, you can do it in the
Yeah, in the corner move.
Please select your character.
Any gotchas you're saving up for nostalgia?
Probably some.
Duel. Let's rock.
Who?
Waiting for someone. Narrow casket. I need a good writer, so maybe Soldier or something.
Duel. Let's rock. Select your character. Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock. Please select your character.
力眼じゃないよ。
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock.
It breaks 2 out.
Please select your character.
It's okay, I'll tell you. What is it? Every Genesis?
I think it's one of my only ones that is. Yeah.
Okay.
You should switch it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play. I don't want to play like Wing and Elgari today. I can't even make it tomorrow. Yeah, I should be more free after.
We'll make I think I already asked. Salty on.
Yeah, I'll be there. Like Salty, no problem.
Be there for that.
I don't have a commentator on because I never had one.
You can cancel that move.
Yeah, to Pop Buster.
Yeah, cancel that move. Hitting you.
But he won the match.
No, you should have canceled it. Dude, one thing I see Mike Z doing all the time.
He does that in Pot.
Hammerfall cancel. Like, you know, the cancel input for Hammerfall. I'm blocking for Hammerfall and then Pop Buster.
I don't do it. Sometimes I'll just do and
Heaven or hell? Duel. One.
I mean, like, specifically.
That move's so good. It's like reach 7.
Yeah. Hey, combo with a thing unless you got the
You can still do 2D right after. Alright, I'll just Wikipedia all the presidents.
favorite president?
Theodore Roosevelt.
And what's funny is all the ones that like are the funniest to say Chan after. Lyndon B. Johnson.
Ronald Reagan. Did you dodge this first or was Hondo? The Hondo was part of it.
I don't know if Hondo was.
I thought I saw him. James Buchanan Chan. Franklin.
Van Buren Chan.
Zachary Taylor Chan. FDR Chan. That's gotta be SSR.
FDR.
Yeah.
Shouldn't
all the
Hammerfall? I I mean the actual cancel.
Shouldn't all the presidents be SSRs? Then they'll include vice presidents and like.
No, that's too many to begin. There's a lot of like filler presidents.
But if you want to expand them,
We
you
can
got
work.
it. You said
There's already something with like all the. Not all cute anime girls. 2 out of 3.
oh DLC archery of Pentagon.
Gonna take a break.
Heaven or hell? Duo. Let's rock.
So I was trying to.
I hate that shit so much. I want to resever that enemy. Oh, that would insane. Oh, if he air tech, you're gonna be.
They might even call the overhead.
You win.
We've been playing a little bit casual at the house.
Yeah.
I made him hate Force Break Star so much.
I just learned new comp. Because I wasn't doing, you know, so I learned it.
Please select your character.
That's like the. Oh wait.
Arcade mode. You know, when you play arcade mode, you're trying to get through, and then you just put it on like easy or something like that, and you're just breezing through, completely no big deal. And then Potemkin shows up in arcade mode. And it's like, fuck. Okay, I gotta play a little serious now. Just like the damage differential between Potemkin and myself is so huge.
Wasn't easy.
Like one thing I was doing when I was trying to train against Mike Z was learning the hammer fall cancel pot buster, just so I could copy it down and record and learn how to deal with it from there. So yeah, RoboCop Mark II tournament's gonna happen. Fun.
Breaker?
Yeah, combo breaker.
Yeah, I think more of a chance. I know I want to go more kites. Like Kai or combo. I think combo breaker. 'Cause I get to play both of them. Need some hotel.
TOing?
Like hotel shit.
A hotel? You have a hotel yet?
Breaker? Are you doing OD?
I don't know what I'm doing it with.
Yeah, it's better to get the venue because like last time we like I just it's like a 10-minute. It was Frosty Faustein's kind of like in this farm area.
It's in like suburbs or something.
Not like in
I
the
don't
city,
know.
right?
Yeah, it's not in the city.
Yeah, that's probably the same venue.
No, it's somewhere else.
Resort?
Yeah, it's somewhere else. Combo Breaker's in St. Charles.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frosty Faust. City. I don't remember.
It's like a suburb area.
Yeah.
LA NorCal region knows San Jose. That's San Jose.
Yeah.
Sacramento.
Select button?
Go to config,
Yeah, go to controller settings.
controller settings, reset, just put anything. The combo or
The neutral jump one?
oh, I see what you
Like using 8 to jump?
The double jump. King, fuck at first. King, fuck.
Yeah. The first try.
Yeah, I got my Egor Stun Edge. The one I really want is 2D Stun Edge at first. Like,
It's the instant after you let go of them with that same frame.
need that in the corner to combo and get a free difference. There was no stream for JP plus R. Like the one Evo Japan plus R. Teresa? KSK got second. That's what happened to Hideko? There was Hideko. Like, where's Hideko? Forgot the Zappa player that came. Definitely.
Please select your character.
You have to like not be too much missing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like when I do Anji, when I try to do like force break rim, I mean fusion force break rim. Yeah, it's a problem. Oh, 2D. I was wondering like why didn't do that to me. Oh, this is I didn't get that limited edition Switch case. I'll take care of it. Yeah, I like that case. Oh, okay. Yeah, also Mike said he likes pod game. Oh yeah, me too. I hate fighting Kai also. I got stupid butter. Stupid mode. I pretty much hate everyone. I like everyone is annoying to fight. It's like VSAP, like I hate everyone in that game to fight. Even Melty Blood, like everyone's annoying to fight. That's 2A. you're trying to not RC it.
Yeah, you can just do this straight up.
Hammerfall is a charge motion. Oh yeah, because you're doing, is that 6P or like that? 6P. Yeah, whenever you're ready, man.
I don't have.